Hello and welcome to another Nicomedia tutorial. So today we will make a plastic bottle. We will do, let's see, a few days ago I got this picture and someone asked me if I can show how I would model such an organic plastic bottle like this. And yeah, we'll do it. But I told this guy there are some really good tutorials for modeling such a bottle on the net, but they are not in English, and so I do it. I will post the links from the other tutorials in my description. Of course, they are really good, and you should watch them. They don't just make bottles. They have really good tutorials too. So I would recommend to watch this. So, and yes, this is this bottle and this top here, this cap here, and this is not really good for me to work with because it was a little too small, and so I found this picture, and that's okay for me to work with. And here is my result. I added some details and something else. This is what we will do today, and this is a close-up from the. So we do something like this today. Okay, let's start. Yeah, why not? Let's start from the beginning. So we start with a cylinder. Okay, but first I want to go in my front view. Let's delete this for a moment. Go in the front view and I prepare my scene here. And I want this one picture I showed you, this one. I want it as background here. So I have to, where do I have it now? I have it somewhere. Need to keep this on another monitor. So let's see. Yes, here is it. I just have it in my Explorer, or if you have a Mac in your Finder, and now I go here in my Cinema, press Shift V to come in the viewport settings here, and here on back I can put in this slot an image, background image for this view here. So I just drag it in here and I have it here. Okay, this is the first thing, but I don't need it now, so show picture, nope. And now I start with a cylinder. I don't care about the proportions now, about the size and something else. We can do this later. I just need this cylinder and with a height of 25. I don't need so much segments, so 8 segments is enough because we have to work with subdivision surface. And I don't need caps. So that's it. So we have this and we convert it in a polygon object. So just press C on your keyboard. We don't have to optimize something or something else because we don't have caps and nothing. Just C on your keyboard. Now we need a loop selection, UL for loop selection, and take this one. Instead of pressing UL and make this loop selection, you can do go in the move mode and just double click here one edge, and so you have a loop selection too. But it doesn't work every time. So good. Now T for scale, and I want to extrude these edges out. So T for scale. Hold your control key on your keyboard and just drag a little bit, and hold the shift key too, so you have increments of normally you have increments of 10. I have increments of 5. I change this default value here, but doesn't matter. So with 120% is okay here. Now I want here in the point mode and ME for the polygon pen. I just drag this point to this one. Then I select this. No, first I want to see in what value I have in the axis and the x-axis here. This is -50. I copy this, so select it and Control C. And now I take these 2 points and go here again and Control V and enter. Now I have everything on the same height. Then I want to see where I'm here in the z-axis on -60. I copy it, take this and this point, V, okay. Here the same. Let's see where we are here in the x-axis, 60, copy, paste, and here the same again, where we are here on the z-axis on 60, so and so. Okay, I did this here. In this case, I don't want to have some space like here, because in the original file I want to show we have here one line. So and I want to try to make the same here then, but we don't get it so straight, I think. Let's see if how straight I got it. Oh, I was clever. I rendered it so we don't see it, but it will be okay. So okay, now we need here an edge selection, this and this one. I'll go in the top view, hold my Control key and drag this out, or Control and Shift key to have increments. About 110 centimeter here, yes. And again, 110 centimeters. Okay, now I have this. And now I'm in the front view and Shift V to see the viewport settings. Back with my picture here. And I want to align now this object to this axis here. But first, go in the object mode here, so, and drag it just like here, somewhere here. And I see I have to rotate this up, of course, but the axis I have here, and I need the axis here on this side, so you can rotate from this axis so it goes up. So we have to change our axis here, the position of the axis. For this is a small trick. You go in the move mode here with E on the keyboard, then hold your L, and L activates your axis tool here. You will see it gets, when I press L it is blue, and now it's not, so it's activated and deactivated. And hold L, and with L hold it. I don't want to go to the edge here, I want this point, and click on this point. And you see we have our axis now here, where we need it. And now, with R, I can rotate from this point. Okay, something like this. E to move to this. And the picture, the background picture is a little too big, so Shift V again to come back to our picture here and go down with the size a little bit, so something like this. And let's see again. Yeah, that should work. Okay. Now I go in the point mode to our live selection tool, and here only select visible elements. No, we want the visible elements too. So I go to this point and drag it like somewhere here, and I go to this point and drag it to somewhere here. Okay, something like this. Okay, and maybe here I need another point. Let's see. So yes, you will want another point. So go in the perspective view, and K for the knife tool, and we need a loop. Restrict the selection, no. And now just make a loop cut somewhere here. Hasn't not be too exact. So okay, live selection and select this. It's a little difficult because we have a white background here, so we don't see our brush or whatever, our live selection. But maybe we can this. I don't know now if I can change the color of this, but I don't think so. Radius, yes, I can. No. I can't change this color, I think. Maybe in the preferences, but we don't need it. It's okay so too. So let's continue. Okay, now we go here and we need a loop selection, UL, but here it doesn't work. So we have to go here to the stop at boundary edges and select boundary loop. Now we can, and deselect it so I don't forget it. So next step, E for the move tool. And now hold your control key and drag this a little down, something like this. Okay. Then I go in the point mode, the selection, live selection tool. Take this point and drag it somewhere here. Something like this. And now I see I need another cut here, because here we get a, you see slight edge here, and you don't see it really, but I can feel it. No. But here we have a small rounding here, it goes along, and here we have a small rounding, and for this I want to follow with points this edges here. You will see later what I mean. So I need another cut here. So go in my knife tool, okay, line cut, restrict the no, and visible elements, no, I need all elements, and just make a cut somewhere here. Okay, let's see if it really cuts through. Yes, it's okay, because sometimes it don't cut through, so you have to be careful. And here I could use another point too, so I make a loop cut. We are still in the knife tool, so loop, and I go with loop cut somewhere here. Now I have a point here. I'm in the point mode now still, and can drag this one out here. So now it's okay. So next thing is again in the edge mode, and we have still our loop selection here, so we can work with this. Control key and drag this down somewhere like here. I want to be careful that I have at the end this edge here. So back to the point mode, take this point and drag it somewhere here. And this point I drag somewhere here, and in between I try to make a smooth curve, something like this. But here I see this edge, I want to have this edge, so I go with this point here to start this edge. We could do it here a little bit, but don't go with this point, because this point we need for our rounding up here. So here, now we have this edge, and something like this, maybe so, here, a little back, so. Okay. If you put now more time in this, you can easily work then later. If you do it now so fast, you have a lot of work later on. So do it now. It's better, believe me. So back in the edge mode, and again control drag a little bit, and now here back in the point mode, I can start to try to come to this edge here. Put this on this edge here. So don't forget this edge here. So whoops, something like this. Here it's not so. This I drag to here. And later I will make a loop cut so we can cut this again. Okay. Try to stay on this whatever is the virtual edge. This we can. This will make our. This we don't want to. We don't see this later because of the subdivision surface. Okay. Okay, and let's make this loop cut now. So for this, so K for the knife tool, loop cut, and something like this. Back into point mode and drag it to here. I said it sometimes, but if you use your spacebar, you can toggle between the last two used tools. So if I go here, I'm in the knife tool now. This is the last one I used, and if I press the spacebar now, I'm in the live selection. And again, spacebar, I'm back in the knife tool, and now I'm back in the live selection. So with the spacebar, you can toggle between the last two used tools. Not so easy for me. So, and again. Here we can start to go in the world axis. So in the coordinate system, in the world coordinate system, click it. And now you see we have this axis. And now we can drag in this direction. Control, drag down. Something like that. Back to the point mode. And I take both of them. So I have the same space here. Almost the same space, not. Okay. Here the same. Here we have to correct later. See, I'm not really straight here, but we can do it now too. Why later? Because such small spaces between the points you will see in the subdivision surface, so this has to be as straight as possible. Okay, so we have our thing here. That's nice. Now back in the edge mode and just control drag again. Okay. Point mode. I take these 2 points here, so, and these 2 points somewhere like here, maybe a little up, and okay. Again, edge mode, control drag. See this somewhere here with the point. And now I want to start to be here more horizontal. So I go to T for my scale tool and the world axis, and scale it a little like this. E to moving and world axis, something like this. Point mode. Oops, back. It's a little hard because we don't see this our selection brush here, but we are almost done. So of course what you could do, you could go to Photoshop before and make a black background for this bottle or something else, or a red or green or whatever. But this idea I had exactly now. Little late. Okay. Back to the edge mode. Control drag and T for scale. Scale it a little bit. E, move it up a little bit, so. Okay, point mode. Maybe we do here a loop cut, we will see. But I don't think that's necessary. We can do the loop cuts whenever we want, so we don't have to do it now. Okay, edge mode, control drag. And now we can start to be horizontal, so T for scale and scale it down. Hold your shift key and scale it down to 0%. So now we are totally no, you know what I mean. Horizontal here. Okay. Edge mode, control drag. Here we can take the whole thing like and so. And now in the point mode, take those 2 points here. Okay. Edge mode, control drag like this. Okay, and even okay, this is okay. Point mode. Okay. Edge mode. That's hypnotical. So. Okay. Point mode. So, and again, control drag. Here it's almost okay. Okay. And 2 more and we are done. Here I can take T for scale and scale it down a little bit. E and again T for scale and scale it down a little bit. That's it. We are done. Okay. Now let's go in this view and we have to close our bottom here. So right click, close polygon hole, and yep. And now we have to cut here the lines to make loops here. So K in the for the knife tool, line, and now visible only. We go from this point to this. You will see here, you see it, and it snaps to the point we need. Then from here to here, to here. Okay, that's it so far. If we put now this whole thing in a subdivision surface, select the cylinder and hold the Alt key and press on the subdivision surface, we get a nice smooth bottle here. And everything should be, of course we have to work out this edge then, but for the first look, let's see what we get. Get a smooth, nice bottle. Let's see this a little closer. Okay, we are okay here. So the next step is we go in the front view and select some points. Live selection, we are still with only selected visible unchecked. And let's take these 3 points for the moment. We go now in the top view, T for scale, and scale it out about 120% should be okay. Okay. Then we take this point here, so live selection, this point, and drag it out to T for scale, but just 110 should be enough. Okay. And if we put now everything in a subdivision surface, we get this nice edge here. Okay, but and here I see I don't want this rounding, this opening so round. We want it a little harder edge here. And that's easy. We go to here in the edge mode or somewhere, or just to, so we can cut K, the loop, cut and cut here, somewhere here. And now we have a nice rounding here. Okay. Next we can, what did I do in my thing here? Let's make here an edge, and this for the etiquette we can do it a little later. Let's make this edge here. So it's the same procedure like every year. But I do some loop cuts. We are still in the loop cut mode, so I do 1, 2, 3. And now I go in the point mode. It's the live selection. And select this point, this point, this point, this point, maybe this point. No, we will see it maybe. Take this 4 for the moment. Then T for scale, and here it's enough. 110% should be enough here. We will see it. Yeah, this is our cut here, our edge here. Okay. Let's see, maybe we take this one here, and I said we had 110%, so 110. Okay. No, I think it looks better, yes. Okay. Next thing is I want a little thickness for our bottle here. We don't see it later because everything is closed. You see, but I know it, so I want a little thickness. For this, we take our cylinder, we select it, and put it in a cloth surface. So go to simulate, cloth, Alt key with the cylinder selected, and Now we don't need subdivisions here. And I want the thickness, I know it, from -4 centimeter. You see, we have thickness. Okay. And now I want to cut here, to make harder edges here, but I can't cut that cloth surface, so I have to convert it. But before I convert it, I make my backup folder and put a copy of this cloth surface in my backup folder. So Control, drag it up in my backup folder. I can deactivate it here. This backup script, this is a very small script. You have the link in the description if you want it. Just download it. It makes nothing more than it creates a null object named backup and hides it. So that's nothing more. Okay. And now I go to my closed surface, and with edit optimize, the script is in the description. I convert it. Okay. And now I am able to cut here. So UL not, this is the loop selection, we need K in loop mode here. And I want a cut here, a cut here, a cut here, and a cut here. As closer these edges are together, as sharper the edge will be later in the subdivision surface. And what we get now is this here. And this is what I like. So let's make it NA to hide the wire. This looks so ugly because we have in the subdivision surface, in the subdivision editor, we have just 2. If we go here to 3, you will see it's smoother. Even 4 or 5, I say we want, but 3 is okay, I think. So, and we have now this nice bottle here. And we can start with the cap. So we should save this. So let's save this one under bottle, plastic bottle tutorial. Okay. And here you see we are almost straight here, but not totally. Okay, next thing is this cap. Let's see. You see it's directly on the bottom. Maybe we are too high with our neck here, whatever this is. Yes, we should go down a little bit. That's no problem. Let's go in the side view. So we don't need this picture now. So Shift V and show picture. Nope, don't need you anymore. Here I go in my row shadings. So let's deactivate this for the moment. Point mode, live selection, everything, and visible elements. Okay. Invisible elements. We want to select everything here. Now I go back to my normal coordinates, so and just drag it down. This is okay, I think so. Somewhere like this. Okay. Good. Let's start with the cap. For the cap, I steal a spline here. UL for loop selection, and I select this spline here. So I selected these edges here, and now I go to this tool here, edge to spline. I have it in my toolbar here. As you see, it makes from the edge, it makes a spline. We need this spline then. And if you don't have it in your toolbar, this edge to spline tool, you will find it somewhere. And where? It's in the mesh command, yeah, and here edge to spline. So now we put this spline in an extrude. Oops. Alt, also with the spline selected, go to the extrude. And of course we don't need it in the Z axis, we need it in the Y axis, so 30 null, so NB to see my wireframe again. Okay, I do not need caps here, no. Known. Okay. Then I want, let's see how this looks. We have this one, so now we have to go a little inside here. So we have to convert our extrusion here. So I make a backup again, so I take a copy in my backup folder, and now I convert it with edit optimize, cap 1, and yes, make a loop selection here, then E for the move tool, go in the right coordinates, so control drag, control click, and hold your control key and drag it out, and hold the shift key too, so go about 10 centimeter here, and then T for scale in the right coordinates, so, and scale it down, let's say so 80%, so it should be okay. Okay, and then again I want to scale it, but with the T I hold my control key and scale it down again, so it doesn't matter how far here, we don't see this later, just that is here. And I want, we don't see the thickness here too, but I want it to make it thick as well, because if we want to work with subdivision surface or something else, so or with a transparency or something else, you get better results. At least with the transparency you get better results. This won't be transparent, but the other one, the upper one here looks a little transparent for me. This not, but the upper one. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then, so I want to make it thicker, so put everything in the cloth surface again. But I think we have now our normals are in the wrong directions. They are not wrong, in the wrong direction, but I want the orange part outside. So for me they are wrong. So reverse normals. Okay. And now I can take again the cloth. Oops. Hold the Alt key. No subdivisions, and again -4. And if I would do the -4 with the reversed normals, of course they go in the other direction, so you have to go to make 4 centimeter, not -4 then, if you want it. And I'd again make it editable. Okay. So this is the first part of the cap. So and now I want this. This is our bottle, so bottle, and I put this bottle. I make a new null object, and I'll show you what I mean. A new null object. So go here, put it under the subdivision surface, and now everything I put in this null will be influenced by the subdivision surface here. So I put the null inside. You will see, okay, this is our bottle, and as soon as I put the cap inside the null, it's the same. We have now the same subdivision. Okay, but here I see I need something, I need some cuts. This looks more than a mushroom. So let's make some cuts here. I make this solo. Here is another Nitroman plugin, this Magic Solo. You will find it in the description, the link. I prefer it. We have here a solo mode too from Cinema, but I prefer this Magic Solo from Nitroman. I go to my cap and I want to see just my cap here now. So everything is away except my cap here. And now I go K for my knife tool and make some cuts again. And as I said, as closer these cuts together, as sharper the edges will be. So something like this, this, and here something like this. Then we need a cut here. That's too close. Of course, you can move the cuts later than do so. If you do it now wrong, it's no problem. Okay, here we don't see this, but I don't want to let it, so I'll make it here as well. So, go back with my solo mode here, and if I now activate the subdivision surface, I have exactly what I want. Go in my display, I go in the isobars, so, and NA for hiding the wire, and we see everything. Oh, it's wonderful. Looks great. So the next part is the last part. This is the second cap here. This riffled cap here. Yes, for this we have two possibilities. If I know I don't want to make a close-up like this or like this here, this is okay with a close-up too, but if I don't go too close, we could make these riffles with a normal map or with a bump map. And so we can work with again with a spline with 8 sides and put it in a subdivision surface. But if we want to make a real close-up, you should model these riffles. And yes, and we will model these riffles, but yeah, we will model it. But normally it's not necessary. This works great with a normal map too. But if we want to model it, we need now not a spline. So normally I would do it like this. I go to here, go to my NB, so I want to see my things again, go to my edge mode and take a spline here, UL, and take this spline here. And again, whoop, I have my spline with this edge to spline tool. But this we have now just, as I said, we have just 8 sides now. And that's, we need more subdivisions. I need a circle for this. And what I do now is just, I have this spline, go in the object mode, so here somewhere, in the live selection or in the move tool, and now I go to Nitroman's Magic Center, and now I have exactly the axis in the center of this spline. The reason I do this is this: I want a circle spline exactly on the same position like this spline is. Now I make this is the reason I need the axis here in the middle. And now I make a circle spline, You see the circle spline is nowhere. Put this circle spline under as a child of this cap spline here, and go to the circle and go to reset PSR. Now I have the circle exact on the same position. If I make it smaller now, get here and make the circle smaller, you will see here is our spline. Okay, it's in the wrong direction now, but it's exactly in the same position, you see. So now I can drag it out here and just go here to exit, and I'm exactly here where I want to be. And now I can make this spline smaller, and let's do it like exactly in the rounding I need. So I have to go to the subdivision surface here and make the spline again smaller, and I want it here, somewhere like here on this edge. Okay, this is my spline. So I don't need this spline anymore. This was just for a guide for my other spline. And now I extrude this spline, select this circle and go to extrude, Alt key, so it becomes child of this. And again, we don't need it in the Z axis, we need it in the Y axis. Let's say 30 again. Okay. Here I could need this cap, why not? But not, we have on the other side a cap too, so this I don't need definitely. So, no, okay. Let's go now in our wireframe mode. And now we see we have this segments here, and this is good for our riffles. We can use this for our riffles now. But they are not even, you see here, it's the space is smaller than here. So go to the circle and go from adaptive here to uniform. And now we can increase here the number. Let's say, yes, I want so many riffles or so many. Let's say this 20 is okay here. Okay. Now I have this, what's not bad. Then I make another, we need here another thing here, so we need this part here. So now we have this one, we need now this part. So we select, at first we have to convert our extrude. I take a copy in my backup folder, why not? And edit optimize. Okay. Now I go to my polygon here, E for move, and drag it up about 10 centimeter. Okay. T for scale, and just scale it 80%. The same like here. Okay, I'm good with this, that's okay for me. Now I need, of course, again some cuts. So I go K for the loop cut here, go to the loop cut. I cut here, I cut there, I cut anywhere, cut here. Here we can't make a cut, so select this polygon. It is selected, okay, then I for inner extrude, and just extrude it in a little bit. And that's enough, okay. That looks ugly if we make a subdivision surface now. Let's put it in the subdivision surface here. It looks ugly, but we don't see it in the render then. You see, everything is smooth. So, and it looks funny with the isopalms. Okay, but we are not ready. So now I want this extrude. I go in the solar mode again. I want just my extrude because I want thickness again. So I go to my extrude, simulate cloth, and put it in. Okay, no subdivisions. How does my polygons look here? Forgot it. Okay, they are in the right direction for me. The orange thing is outside, the orange color. And here, -4. We should have thickness now here, you see. In the inside it doesn't look so good, but we don't see it. So we don't care. And now I go back to my solar mode. Whoop. Okay. Oh no, let's go in the solar mode again. Convert this. I don't need to back up this because this thing is done in seconds. Save. I save it. Let's save my file. This. And now edit, optimize. Whoop. And I can make some cuts here, here. So, okay. For loop cut here, make a loop cut here, make a loop cut here, a little more outside, so something like here, here, and here. Okay, nice. Now I can go back. Now I'm UL for a loop selection. And I loop select this for our reference. Then I for inner extrude. And here preserve groups, no. We don't want to preserve it, and just drag it a little inside. You see what we get? We get something like this. And now D for an extrusion and extrude it a little bit. Something like this. It's on you of how you want it, but I think that's okay, that's enough. Let's see how it looks in the subdivision surface. Okay, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like I want it. NA. We have this reference now, but they are here, so they have some tips here, and this is not original. In the original, it's not so. What we do here is quite easy. Go out of the subdivision surface, go back to our thing here. Okay, for a loop selection. And everything is okay here. Restrict to selection, no. So it's okay like it looks here. And now we go back closer and make a loop selection. Like, how can I show you? Here, this edge here, so. And a loop cut here. And now this should solve our problem. Now we have nice riffles here. They look great. That's our bottle here so far. Okay, save it. Now let's make a place for the etiquette here. So go to our bottle. And just select some polygons where you want to. So, but now be careful, only select visible elements. Yes, not because don't go through here. In this case, you want it through, so you go in the front mode and then make it on both sides. But I just want it on one side now. I don't see the other side, so don't care. Never model what you don't see. Good, let's say I want it here, something like this. Okay. Now I for inner extrude, and now preserve groups. Yes, otherwise we would inner extrude each polygon, which looks for sure funny, but don't need it now. So, and now D for extrude, and extrude it, but not too far. You see, if you go too far, it's just a little bit. We have a thickness of 4 centimeter, you know, but not everywhere. So it looks okay. It has to be just a little bit. Let's see what we get with the subdivision surface. We get this, and this is exactly what I want. And now, if you go to your bottle here, and you have still your selection here, you can save the selection with this set selection here, and name it etiquette. Etiquette, I don't know how to write it in English. So, and now every time when you want to put a picture on this or something else, just make a material with the picture, take and put this selection tag in the material tag, and you have it exactly where you want it. So that's it here. And now, of course, we textured it a little bit. But this is our final bottle, and I think we can be satisfied with it. Okay, so save it, and let's start with a little texturing. It's easy to texture, we don't need so much. First, of course, I need my Nicomedia scene rig. You don't need it for this scene, of course. Yeah, and now I see what we need, what I forgot. We have a very, very big bottle at the moment, so let's hide this for the moment. Floor off, so we have a very big bottle. Let's see what we have. A bottle with a height of 6.5 meters, so I think it's a little too big. So let's go to our null here and scale it down. T for scale, and this is the reason I did a new null before, and not I could make go to the bottle and alt click on a null, so the bottle gets child of the null. But then I would have with the null the same axis, and I don't want this. And this we can do again. Let's work with the axis. So let's give the axis the right place here. So you see the bottle, the axis is here, so that's nothing. We want the axis in the middle of the bottle. So go to the axis tool here. Then here you see we have an angle. Go to null. And with the magic center from Nitroblast, go out of this Nitroblast magic center, we are in middle. Same we do with the cap. Go to the axis tool here, null and axis center. We are in the axis here, and this should work here. This is okay. Okay, so and the null now. Let's shrink it down. T for scale and scale it down far. And now let's see how big we are. 30 centimeter, that looks good. That's what I want. About 30 centimeters should be okay. Okay, so the right size is, with the right size you get the right lighting, of course. With this we render, with the physical render, that means everything you model you should have the correct size. So then the light can work how it should. So this is cap 2. Bottle, that's okay, that's okay. This is the etiquette, this is, we don't need. Okay, save. Now I go back here and come in with my floor again. Okay, here I have a small plugin, drop to floor. You will find it in the description. So I go to my null object, go to top the floor and the bottle is on the floor. So, okay, something like this. Let's make an material for our... No, first I need on my... I need an studio, let's see, this one. Let's see how it looks. Here we are. Okay, that's of course much too big now. The preview. Go down. Yeah, that should work with these two lights, and this should work. This should see it nice. Okay, preview off. And then new material. Double click in the material manager. Double click on the material. That looks different by you, I think. I'm quite sure it looks different to you. My default is I deactivated everything, so, and now I don't need really color. I make it with the luminance and with a subdivision surface. Subdivision surfaces. Of course, I mean subsurface scattering. So here let's go to the custom and take this light skin and something like blue should be good. Drop it on the bottle. So let's name it bottle. So yeah, wait a little bit, we are not done. So in the render settings we want to work with GI, so low GI. Okay, what I don't want here in this scene, don't need the ambient occlusion for the moment. Yes, okay. So that's okay. Here I want with the path length 1. Okay, and now we go to the reflectance. It looks sure good. Why not? The chrome bottle doesn't look so bad. So dielectric and PET. Nope. And let's see, about 25 should work here. Yes, maybe 20. Okay, we can play with the light later, but we have nice reflections here on the edge. The nice reflections here on the edges. Here, it's exactly what I want. So, but now we can copy this one. So control, drag it on the side, and now this is cap 1. And make it blue. Red. Okay, I should drag it on the correct things too, so. Okay. Here, go to 200%. Okay, I'll let it be for the moment. Then I copy this again. Cap 2. Drag it on cap 2. Okay. That looks not so bad. I make a camera just for the case now, because I want to closer here. Have a look. That looks great. But let's play with the light a little bit. So I'll go to my scene rig, and let's, with the light intensity, let's go up to, let's see, 130. Yes. But here now we have the difference between these two. You see, we shouldn't have this, but it looks okay because they are two different parts. Of course, I can make this one a little brighter with 250 here. Yes, so I like it, that's okay. And maybe a little more reflection. So, but we have to be careful. Let's see, 10% more here. Yay. Yeah, that looks nice. And now let's try it with ambient occlusion. Let's see what we get then. Yeah, ambient occlusion. It looks good on the floor, but here it gets too dark. This is what I don't like. Go out of the camera for a moment. Yeah, and then for the close-up it's okay with the ambient occlusion here, but for the far it looks too dark. But for this we can do one. We can deactivate the over ambient occlusion and just activate in the scene rig. Just activate the ambient occlusion for the floor, because on the floor I want it on the floor. So here we have activate AO. Now we should have just on the floor. You see, we have just on the floor ambient occlusion, but not on the top. That's what I want. Yeah, for the scene rig there will be an update soon. I'm working on it because some people wanted to have in the sun the possibility to exclude objects from the sun, but it's not so easy to it. It doesn't work like I want it, so it needs some time, but it will come. And then will come an update with the sun not connected with the background and something else, so you can click on I want it connected or not, and so on. But I think it needs some days. I have to find a trick way. So here is our nice render. I think it's a nice bottle, and I think we can be satisfied with it. It's not possible. It's an hour now, over an hour. Boom, time is getting. Okay. I hope you like it like this, and yeah, I show you very quick how you can add NQ is for no textures. How you can add a texture here on the etiquette. Let's look for just some picture of, yes, something like this. I think this one. Go back and make a new texture, and in the color channel I want the picture. Okay, no, not now. And the little reflector is the same reflectance as is on the bottle. And here, no, 25 or 20 we had. Okay, and now it's very easy. Just drag it on the bottle, and we see, maybe we see it here. Yeah, looks nice, but not what we want. And here, click on the texture tag, and here you have a selection slot. And here you drag the selection tag in. Now we have it just here, where we want it. And here we go to, and from flat mapping. And right click, fit to object. Okay. And now we can work with this, so let's go in the texture mode and activate the axis. We can now make the correct dimensions, or the proportions, not dimensions. If you want to see it better in your editor here, the picture, double click on go to your material, to editor, and here in the texture preview size, you can take whatever you want. You see now with 1024, it gets clearer. You see what you have. Okay, and of course, if you render this now, you have just the picture on wherever you want it. So easy it is to add a picture. So you make a nice etiquette which says for a clearer render, for a cleaner render, and make a render bottle. Okay, so my friends and girlfriends first, then friends. I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope it helped you, and yeah, hope to see you in the next tutorial. You will find every link you want, you need, and the project file in the description. So do whatever you want with it, but please don't sell it. And yeah, maybe you want to make a donation. A link is in the description too, so I would be very happy if you donate something. Yes, that's it so far, and maybe there will come another tutorial today. Don't know how many time I find, but we will do another tutorial. The next tutorial will be I think this light. You'll see it on my Facebook site. This is a powerlifting belt or something like this. Yes, okay, so bye bye. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, have a nice morning, have a nice whatever. And see you soon, hopefully. Bye bye, tschüss und baba.